Hi kids, how are you this evening? I'm Gary Gillette with the Missoula City Band. Thank you for coming out, and it's a special gift to you for being here tonight. We've sequestered Caitlin Sisler. Will you please rise and sing the Star Spangled Banner with her? All right, now you know what you got looking forward to. And the last number that we're doing tonight will feature Caitlin. I'll give you a little tidbit in between somewhere, but don't you go home early because she's going to sing a set of Gershwin love songs later on. And if you've heard her sing with us before, I think this is the third year, you know what you're getting ready for. And if you haven't heard Caitlin, that was just a little taste right there. Thank you, Caitlin. Oh, we didn't need to have any microphone, though. We don't want to stress her voice, okay? Hey, we appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks, Adam, for the sound. He was struggling. He got it all figured out. Thank you, buddy. You're all right by me, kid. And he's big. I'm keeping him on my side. We know there's all kinds of things going on, and especially the Western Montana Fair going on over there. And you know what it is tonight, the theme tonight, what you're missing? I'm going to give you plenty right here. Do any of you know what the theme tonight is at the rodeo? The theme is Extreme Bull. It's custom fit for me. No kidding, it's called Extreme Bull tonight. So watch out. In honor of my buddy Bill Roach that I'm subbing in for, because you know the half of the stuff that Roach says are just lies anyway. So I'll try to reach that level this evening, but couch him in humor. We lost, if you read today's paper, we lost a huge musician in Missoula. We were lucky enough to have David Maslanka here within our presence. So most of you don't know him, didn't know him. He passed on Sunday evening. And David was probably had commissions, so people pay him livelihood to write music for them, mostly college level and professional level bands. And David lived out by Big Sky on a dirt road, and he'd wake up in the morning and take a walk and kick rocks down the dirt road to find inspiration, a very quiet and spiritual man. He only wrote one thing that we could just pick up and play. Everything else just takes weeks and months of studying. His music is hugely dramatic and incredibly difficult. But early in his career, he wrote this little ditty, and we'd like to do it in his honor tonight. It's a character that Charles Ives made up. Charles Ives was a banker who wanted to be a musician about 100 years ago. And it's about a guy, Rollo, who's out for a walk, and here's a town band playing. So you'll hear things written down and us recreating that sound slightly out of tune, or out of time, or played in the wrong spot, and this reoccurring melody that keeps coming back. It was a sweet little way of him reaching out to his childhood in New England and hearing a town band playing. And we did it for him, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago here at the band shell. And in his honor and the sadness of his passing, here's Rollo Takes a Walk. Ridiculous at times. I forgot to warn you about the little quote from America in there in the middle of it. And then you didn't know when we were making a mistake or not. On the wobbly solos, thank you very much, Don, and for Ross making me sick to my stomach. Very nicely done, guys. That was on purpose to make it as wobbly as possible. All right, well, we're lucky to have this this young man in town. Jesse's a magnificent saxophonist, and he's nice enough to come and play with us. It's our it's our meat and potatoes. There ain't no bread in this one, man. This is meat and potatoes, and we're giving everything we have. Wait till you hear Jesse play. We will do our best to play as sweet behind him as we possibly can. It was written by Claude T. Smith. It was written for the best saxophone player in the country, and it's a saxophone solo not written by a Frenchman, though the guy's name is Claude. Okay, it wasn't written for Jesse, okay, guys. It wasn't written for Jesse. It was written for Dale Underwood, who is a saxophone soloist of the U.S. Navy Band. But this arrangement is fun because as I went looking to find it, when Jesse said, hey, can we do the Fantasia? I went, well, yeah, let's see if I can find it. And who did I get it from? I got it, was he your first teacher? Yeah, it was his first legitimate saxophone teacher, Monty Grisey, who was a Libby boy who was at over by Bozeman somewhere. He's from Columbia Falls, up there where the smoke is even worse, huh? And Monty now is a band director at University of Minnesota at Moorhead. And he's the one that responded to me. He said, who you got playing the solo? And I mentioned it was Jesse. He said, he was a student of mine. So it's all been blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jesse Dockno. This is not amateur night when it comes to wind control. And Just duck on. Oh man, now the heat's off. Oh man, that was hard. Oh man, I know that was no walk in the park. Thanks, Jesse, for sharing that with us. What a cool piece, man. Hey, we're gonna dedicate this to tango. Because if you stay married for 48 years, you gotta be doing something right. To the Mr. and Mrs. Flagg, the Hansons, happy anniversary. Here's a Blue Orchid for you. Okay, it's an orchid. Jews sneaking up on me. Lucky for all of us. O'Meal, Bob. Hey, I just on the spot asked Caitlin if she'd share what the words are, because it's such a sweet song, and we, maybe every 3 years or so we do it, and it's one of our greatest arrangements that Jim Eversole did for us. Caitlin's going to share a little bit with you about the text.
Good evening. So I'm going to sing O mio babino caro from Gianni Schicchi by Puccini. And for those of you who don't know, this aria is one of the most famous of all opera arias. And in the opera, my character is asking my father to please take me into town so that I may get a wedding ring. And if he doesn't do it, I will throw myself off the bridge and drown myself in the river. So please, take me to go get my wedding ring.
Take a little walk there. Oh, it's just so hard. Yeah, during rehearsal, I flipped up twice because I forgot where I was, what I was doing, I was just overtaken by her singing. Oh my gosh. She'll be back. Hey, we're sending out our lovely collection, folks. Dig down deep, dig down often, keep digging down. Thank you so much for your donation to City Band. We appreciate it. There's not many of us left around the state, around the country, and we can make it happen if we all work together. Thank you so much for your contributions. And remember, they're all tax deductible. You can make a check out to me as a matter. No. That's some of that extreme bull right there, kids, all right? Here's a lovely gallop. Last week, Kathleen Kimball said, hey, I liked all that Beatles stuff, but I could have used one march. The Yellow Submarine just wasn't close enough as a march. I understand. Here's a great circus gallop called Clowns. Uh-oh, what's going on back there? What's going on back there? Yeah, okay, it's kind of a quick number. Our folks are still out there. If you're still out there, ladies, go ahead and sing along. You can be audience participation members along with all this audience, our band. You'll know the tune. I'm going to lead the way. You're going to follow, and you'll have more fun than you should. Cab Calloway did it in 1931, and we're going to do it now. Do you know what it is? Last week, somebody guessed our guest tune. How many notes? Hey, play the first three notes. All right, first three notes. 1, 2, 3. We'll try that again, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there you go. Birthday girl. Here's Minnie the Moocher. 2, 1, 2, here starts here. Well, I was going to put extra verses in, but I want to make sure and get to a request tune this evening. Hey, this is Mambo Pero Loco. And for those of you with some Spanish dialect, Mambo, of course, is a dance. Loco, I know, is crazy. I took 2 years of Spanish, but I forgot what Pero was. Anyone? Dog, yeah, baby. This is the crazy dog mambo. The composer, Julie Guerrero, writes, it's an original music of Spanish dance forms, including salsa, bachata, merengue, flamenco, fandango, and various classical and folk dance styles, all set in 2/4. Only a crazy dog could dance to this and get away with it. Here's Mambo Pero Loco. All right, my special request. If you know the tune, maybe you'll call skunk on me, but this is a lovely night. And what better way to get ready for our final number than a nice, relaxed, reflective, slow. Oh, I'm into Extreme Bull again, I'm sorry. Here's a night in August. Featuring those euphoniums. All right, so it was night in June, but we missed it by 2 months, okay? We're gonna get Caitlin back up here and stand. For those of you lucky enough, a couple years ago we did this with the community band down at the MCT, and she reminded me that we hadn't shared it with this wonderful audience. You're gonna love it, and it's a nice way to rededicate this band shell. Some of you were around. I wasn't. Oh, yes, I was. I just wasn't in the band yet. 30 years ago was when this band shell was dedicated. That also happens to be the anniversary of the Rhino and Bayer and Brewery. Boy, I tried to pitch that one. Boy, did I try. Yeah. I was going to have him make a Gary Gillette beer. Well, the Rhino got to him first. But it's also our 30th anniversary. And for you folks that have been here for a long while, there was a wood structure sat here for 30 years before while Alex was trying to get this one built. And it finally got built, and it's a wonderful band shell. And Carrie was here and sang the opening of it. And there's a few folks going, oh, I remember. Well, we're lucky enough to have Caitlin here. This is a set of Gershwin love songs, and our final number here is Caitlin's sister. Welcome her back.
That you should care for me.
Isn't it fantastic? Well, thank you. Hey, don't miss the Symphony in the Park, Sunday evening, Karis Park at 7 o'clock. And we'll be back here for our final concert next Wednesday with the Shamrockers and the City Band. Thanks a lot, folks. Appreciate you coming out tonight. Bye-bye.